Hey, what's going on, Ecom season family? Welcome back into another video. I apologize, I'm not wearing an Ecom season sweatshirt. I probably should be. But anyways, in this video, I want to get a little bit weird. I want to talk about some words that people invent and somehow a bunch of other people agree that it makes sense, but nonetheless, it relates to e-commerce and marketing. We're going to talk about different verticals inside of your marketing. Now, if you're not familiar what that is, verticals have a couple different meanings. Now, when someone says focus on one vertical, that general statement typically means focus on one platform, like Google, like Facebook, like Instagram, etc. Now, there's verticals inside of your vertical, such as focusing on one type of Facebook ads, right? Focusing on just one type of ad, conversion ads for purchases. And now there's different types of scaling inside of that, which would be vertical scaling, meaning directly increasing your budgets and raising the budgets for daily limit or for a lifetime budget, something like that. So what I want to focus on in this video is I want to mention to people who have maybe tried multiple platforms. Maybe you've paid for an Instagram influencer, maybe you set up a TikTok ad account, maybe you have a Facebook ad account. I really want to push you to do one thing. And I'm not biased in any way because this doesn't affect me. This only affects you, okay? I have no attachment to this. My genuine recommendation to anyone starting an e-commerce store, and I'll get to experienced people in a minute. If you're starting an e-commerce store, focus on one vertical. For simple terms, you pick one platform. And I'm going to challenge you. Every platform you pick, any platform you pick, in fact, can work with your product. Unless you're trying to advertise to 65 plus on TikTok or with Instagram influencers, it might not be your best demographic. But in the general scope of everything, any platform can work for your product. You can pick Google, you can pick Facebook, it doesn't matter. Pick one and do not ever even open an ad account on another platform until you're consistently profitable and you have the time to go back and now learn a second platform. That's my challenge to you. And the reason this is valuable is I see this all the time, and it happened with me when I was starting. If I would have focused on just Facebook in the beginning, it would have been quicker for me. Things would have happened faster. You might feel like you're missing out because I keep trying, I'm chipping away. It's not working. Let me try this one. What happens is when you fall into it's called shiny ball syndrome. You chase that shiny ball. Oh my, well, this one looks cool. You're bouncing around. You're never getting the full effect. You're never putting 100% of your attention on one thing. You have to do that with marketing, because here's the thing. And this changed my perspective on business in general when I realized this. If you are putting 60% of your attention on Facebook and 40% of your attention on Google, what's going to happen? You might make a little bit of money, but you will never, ever make a lot of money. You will never build something big in the beginning, and for one simple reason. Marketing, especially paid marketing, is a horrendously brutal game. And you're going to be competing against me, and we're all competing against other people, big brands, agencies, individuals, e-commerce brand owners, all of these people. It is a competition to the throat, and my goal is to absolutely destroy everybody else in my space in terms of beating out their bid to get a customer. And if that means having to lose money up front to do so on certain e-commerce brands I run, I'll do it because I know what my back end is. So the point here that you have to take away is you need to focus on one, and you need to get very good at it. Otherwise, other people are just going to destroy you. And that is why people typically don't see results on a platform, is because they're not going hard enough. They're not studying enough. There's a lot of research that goes into it. I've spent the last 60 days really working on learning Google. Google's been somewhat foreign to me besides basic retargeting. I haven't done much with it. I've spent a little bit of money there over the years, but not into multi-six figures, which is, it's nothing in comparison to what I spend on Facebook. So I've been putting a lot more attention there because I really want to learn it. I've been buying multiple courses. I've been paying people for direct help, and I'm just barely getting started. And my focus is not all there. I've spent 4 years just focusing on Facebook, and I'm getting destroyed on Google, right? We're barely doing okay. So it's just that point of focus on one thing, pick it and stick with it. And it could be any platform. Facebook is a great way to start. Google could be a great way to start. Pick a paid platform where it's consistent like that. Probably not Instagram influencers, because it's a little up and down. You got to pay for the shout out and then find another and the pages die off. That's a little more so, in my opinion, for once you already have consistent sales coming in and like a brand with a product you already know works. So that's my advice to you. And then inside of there, once you get something working, if you're already doing well, my advice to you is scale it before you focus on something else, because if you have momentum, it's the strongest force in the world. And so you start rolling with that momentum and you're doing $1,000 a day, on Facebook, for an example, your pixel's hot, everything's going up. Facebook is only promoting you more and more. Take advantage of that, double down. Inside of that vertical, scale vertically, scale horizontally, launch more video ads, use more picture ads, take advantage of all the retargeting audiences, all the lookalikes, launch a lot more stuff, and I promise you, this will serve you well. As soon as you start making money and it's consistent, never stop learning. In fact, that's when you should double down with your learning. You know, as soon as I started making enough money to pay people to learn in person, I did, because I knew that them actually sitting next to me with my computer in front of the both of us and them going through stuff and me watching was so much more valuable. So I was able to scale aggressively and just put the money back in. So it's not like I was spending money. I wasn't out of pocket. It was profit that was coming in that I would just reinvest. So if you have a business that's already doing well, always focus on doubling down, focus on growth before you focus on expanding into another vertical, especially with paid marketing. That's just experience from, I'm a baby marketer in this space, truly. I've spent, I don't know the exact number, a little over $10 million between Facebook ads and then a little bit on Google, a little bit on influencers. I'm still so new, I'm so small, and there's so much to learn even for myself. So I just hope to be here to document that journey, show different mistakes, different failures, as well as different successes along the way. So if there's anything you want to see talked about on this channel, if there's any examples you want to see, or apps you want covered, or platforms talked about, just let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always super active in there, and oftentimes that inspires an idea for a new video like this. So I love just picking up the camera and filming a fun video. So I hope this helped. I'd greatly appreciate it. It could help me out a lot if you guys subscribe to the channel and drop a like down below. Again, if you have any questions, I'd love to help you out. Just leave it in the comment section, okay? A bunch of other great videos on this channel you can reference as resources, as well as a bunch of cool stuff linked in the description. Be sure to check that out, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.